Donovan from Davidson.
Thank you.
Coach, anytime you're ready.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to give credit to George Mason. They've got a great program, and they played a great game. I was very proud of, how we attacked the game. Ended up out-rebounding them, got a lot of the hustle points. And quite frankly, just a couple things didn't necessarily go our way, but I wouldn't trade this group. I wouldn't trade the process that we went through to get to this point, and how we showed up. I knew we were ready, just kudos to George Mason for playing a great game.
Questions for the players? Go ahead.
Daniel Frank with A-10 Talk, right with you guys. Obviously, this has been a record-breaking season for Davidson. How much has it meant to you just to get to this point, get to the A-10 semis for the very first time for Davidson?
Sorry, I'm a bit emotional, so bear with me, but it's meant a lot, and last season was obviously heartbreaking, so to come in with a whole new group, we had a lot of fresh faces, and I don't think they'll ever understand the impact that they had in bringing just like new energy, and I'm so proud of all the returners for how we bounced back and how we were able to lead and how we were able to overcome adversity even this season, and very, very proud to have put ourselves in the position to even be where we were, make it to the semis for the first time. That's unreal. We had bigger goals, and obviously we fell short today, but I'm incredibly, incredibly proud of how far we've come and what we did accomplish this season, for sure.
Katie, do you have anything to add to that?
No, it's just a great stepping stone in the right direction. I think we just keep building from here, and I'm really excited to see where we go.
Yes, back in the back, second row. Yeah.
Amanda, A-10, you guys talked a little bit about this already, but can you guys go a little further about how we can use this season as a stepping stone going into the future, and what takeaways you have in the growth that you guys have made?
I mean, I think Katie was spot on. Like, it's just no program goes from 0 to 100 straight away. So I think that the group that we have and the people that are coming next year or the people that are returning this next year is just an unbelievably special group. I just couldn't have any more faith in the person on my left to lead this group to a championship. And I just, I wish it could have been this group, but the girls that are in the locker room with me, like, I couldn't have more faith in them. And I think this is, like Katie said, a massive step in the right direction. And there's so much experience to take from this year into next year. Like, players have just got invaluable experience to use. I think we got tougher this year. I just think, like, our program gets better and better every single year. And that's because of Coach Gail. It's because of who she recruits. She picks the right people every single year. And I think it's gonna pay off, and it's a huge, huge step in the right direction what we did this year.
Yeah, Gail and the seniors have done a great job this year. Absolutely led us through the whole way, but we have so many freshmen who got great experience this year and are really just ready to showcase what they can bring. Like, we have great underclassmen, and we're really ready to make this program proud.
Is there a question in the front row? Yes.
Natalie Hegren with the Next. This is for you. What's the most impactful thing that Coach has taught you over the course of your career, and for Katie, maybe in your first 2 years at Davidson?
I could say a million things, but I think Gail is just like, she leads by example, and she means every single word that comes out of her mouth. And I don't think you find that kind of authenticity very often. She's the most authentic person I know. She's so incredibly passionate about what she does. She always says she doesn't know everything, but she can focus on that 5 meters around her. And it's just the way she pours into the people around her is something that I'm going to take with me wherever I go. The way that she's so committed to her group, the way that she trusts me, the way that she's taught me to trust my teammates. Just, I could say a million things, and I would just go on for 45 minutes, but I can't really explain what Gail means to me. And she's just taught me everything, made me a better person. She's just the best.
Yeah, Gail is one of a kind. She just inspires everyone to be their best every day, to pour into everyone, and it's honestly amazing. Like, I'm so excited for the next 2 years and how I can learn and grow under her. Yeah.
We're going to let these ladies go back to the locker room. Thank you very much. Congratulations on a
Thank
great
you.
season. And now we will direct your questions to Coach Gail Fulks, please.
Coach, for you, how much has this group meant to you? How much does it mean to you personally? I mean, I'm not sure that many players in the country or teams in the country that would praise their coach in such a manner.
I mean, they've meant everything. I told him in the locker room after the game that, like, this is a coach's dream. This is, like, why I'm in year 18 of being in college coaching and never experienced anything like this. And it's who they are as people. It's how they care for each other. It's how, like, unified they are with me. They were just they're a joy. They're a joy to be around. Izzy Morgan, has just been, such a leader since the day that she arrived. A natural leader. We had some great leadership her freshman year, but she stepped right in alongside of that and, battled through so many things. And, I just can't think of another group I would want to do anything with. Just to go through the hard times, to go through the great times. Every day it was awesome. And it's not mean that there weren't challenges along the way, but it never really felt like anything we couldn't overcome. And it's because of the character of who they are, and just couldn't be more proud of them.
Question right there.
Amanda, A-10 mentioned that Izzy was a natural leader from the day she got
Yeah.
here. Just how have you seen her even further develop her leadership skills and really be able to rely on her through the adversity this season?
There's just not somebody that's more present than she is. Just every day in our gym, we've got 3 things kind of on our wall, and one of them is be present, one of them is play like champions, and the other is have fun. And that's Izzy Morgan, every single day. Is she's doing those 3 things, and those are kind of our daily objectives. But, Izzy every single day is bringing that, and it's contagious. When she was injured, out for a couple games, she was coaching everybody, at the top of the key. Just living out everything that you would want, your point guard to be, or any player on your team you would want to be. But that's our whole senior class. It's Izzy Morgan, is doing that. Mallory Haynes was doing that. Thomasina Nupe was doing that. Millie Pryor was doing that. And they were doing it every day. And the 4 of them have had a lot of challenge, to come back what they came back from. There was personal challenge. There was injury challenge. There was playing through some pain. Just those 4, set the standard for what it looks like to just attack every day and to really give to other people. They weren't doing it for themselves. They were doing it for everybody in the room. I think that's what made this group so special and is special. I hope there's more basketball to be played for us down the season. But I wouldn't trade any of them, for anything. I think, going back to your question about Izzy, I think Izzy came in probably most ready to do that, but the others just really blossomed, and we're doing it too. And that's what made this group special, is there was such strength with that senior class.
Coach, kind of following off what you just said about postseason play, I'm curious what your goals will be for this group in postseason and what tournament you hope to land in.
Yeah, we want to be playing in postseason. Obviously, I think, we might be on the outside looking in for the NCAA tournament, but for the WBIT, our group would be thrilled to get a chance to compete for a championship. I know that they'd be excited by that, and I think we've earned it. We played an incredibly tough non-conference schedule. We tackled. I think we're 9-2 in our last 11 games. And I think, that alone, I think speaks to where we got to and who we are. And I think we're one of the best programs in the country right now, and playing some of the best basketball in the country.
One last question right here.
Now that we're with the next, you talked about Izzy, but can you just talk about the impact of the other seniors on this team and what they've been able to bring, especially after such a hard season last year?
Yeah, I'll start with Thomasina Nupe. Her freshman and sophomore year had kind of limited minutes, and then ended up, having a season-ending injury her junior year and missed all of her junior year and redshirted. And Thomasine just really attacked that rehab, and every single day was just such a steady presence for us, and a calming and a positive, and just always wanting to learn. She was one of those seniors that was still really hungry to just knew her best basketball was ahead of her, and I think that was very contagious. Just was a great mentor for our young players. And then Mallory Haynes, kind of similar scenario, didn't play very much as a freshman or sophomore. Ended up starting as a junior, and then as a senior was a starter. And for her, I think what I really saw her turn the page is, You know, she was just 100% bought into the role that she had on her team and how, hey, that was a superpower that she had, you know, the ability to shoot the ball and to give space to everybody else. And when she did that, I thought that she really just kind of let go of, hey, maybe some of the things that she couldn't do as well as others. But you know what, man, this really complimented us. And her buying into that role and really set her apart, you know, and was a great model for our underclassmen to see, you know, is, hey, you don't always have to be great at everything, but you know what? She was a great leader. She was a great defender for us, and she could really shoot that ball, and that was a huge piece to our success this year. And Millie Pryor, you know, somebody that has battled injuries her whole career, one of the toughest players I've ever been around, but just her professionalism. I mean, every day with the way that she attacked the things in front of her, and she was another one. Whether she was in practice, out of practice, she probably hasn't practiced in months, to be honest with you. She hasn't, but every day on the baseline, helping the young players, really took the freshmen under her wing. You know, she's the one that's saying, hey, I'm going to go do some cardio at the gym at the hotel. Hey, you want to come do some cardio with me? I mean, just complete leader by example, and just cares about winning. And I'll say that about our senior group, is that the only thing they've ever cared about is winning. And that's something we talk about in our program. It's hard to do. You know, it's really hard to do. And I think that's what makes this group so special, is that it's just about Davidson all the time. It's just about the we, not the me. And, you know, that's one of our core values. But, you know, for them to live it out every single day this year, you know, that's hard. And I'm really proud of them for that.
Coach, thank you very much. Again,
Thank you.
congratulations on a great season, and good luck with what lies ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank